Hey everybody, it's a little bit later in the day and I haven't been able to play any chess today so far, but I'm going to be hopping into the rapid pool and let's just see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a game, hopefully we can play something fun. Hopefully we can play. I mean, that's step 1. What the heck was that? That was something I've never seen before. Going up against MLG, who only plays Blitz and Rapid. Oh, a lot of Rapid. Okay. Well, let's hit him with the good stuff. I'm going to try to play the French defense. This is something that has been requested. No way. Is he going to play the Orthoschnapp against me? Me? I put this on the map, bro. No. We're playing whatever this is. Okay. So this is the real way to do it. The Orthoschnapp. It would have been to play Queen B3 here. There's also some check that I like to play quite frequently as well. So this is interesting. This is a different way to play it. I don't know why I wouldn't just take back right away. I suspect maybe there's here and here. So the alternative is to just develop in castle, which I think I'm going to go for. I'm just going to play it safe. I don't know the opening very well. And I just want to get a position where now I will try to win this pawn back. And even if you protect it, I'll play maneuvers like this to try to win it back. So it's not really a big deal. I should get this pawn back at some point. And we'll see if white actually does something to try to hold on to it. I guess not. So they're going to just give the pawn back without a fight, which is great. I could make some random move because I don't know how they prevent this. I guess they might have this move or something. But let's take back. And this is great because we have an imbalance. They have this isolated pawn. And if you have an isolated pawn, I think you really want this knight coming in here. So this feels a little bit passive to me. You also, with where your bishop is, you don't have the potential to bring your queen out this way. I'm considering starting with this pin. I'm also just considering, you know, random moves like this. Just, it's where the rook is going to go at some point. You know, c6 would be a nice solid move, just keeping control of the d5 square. What is he going to do? Maybe he's going to bring this guy out. I could stop it, but I feel like I should spend my time developing my own pieces. I'm going to put this bishop out here. The alternative was to put it on this square. But if I put it on this square, he might at some point have here, maybe even immediately. Maybe not immediately. Because if here I take, you won't be able to take my bishop in between. And, you know, some trades and whatever. Okay, I'm actually quite happy to make the trades. So if he wants to go here, I take. You can't take back my bishop because I go here. He wants to go here, maybe, hopefully. But he's going to have to play like a3. So if I play c6, he's playing this, and he might actually be able to go for some side of minority attack. I'm just considering all of the pawn structures. If I play here, I can play a5. Is this a pawn structure that I would like to go for? Potentially it is. So if a3, I will play a5. Because otherwise he has some minority attack against me. And I also think this rook belongs here. This bishop might belong here. And starting with this, I think, makes some sense. Just taking control of this square. So he can't even... can't bring a piece to the square. So I think this is a nice place. At some moment, I might be able to go here. I'm starting to get some targets. Trades are fine with me, so I'm happy with this. I think I want to take with my knight. And this actually opens up another avenue for my queen, especially if this knight comes here. Queen coming into h4 could be very strong. Okay. Trades are all great with me. If I play this immediately, I suppose he has here. This pawn, which is pinned, is protected by a knight. Looking for tactics. I'm always going to consider what happens if I go here. Obviously, if I do it right away, the bad arrows. But obviously, if I just go for that sack, nothing's happening. But I'm keeping it on the radar for the future. Developing move. There's always some idea of playing f5 if I want to kick this bishop away. If this guy swings in... okay, he's kind of doing things like that. He's going to move this guy here, but I want that guy to go there, because then I can go here. So do I play some random waiting move? Under the assumption that this is his next move? Or should I assume my opponent will play better? Ah, random move. It's not so random. It's just kind of... All right, perfect. We baited him. Now we go here. How does he defend this pawn? You can't go here because I just take. I mean, you can go there, but then, you know, I took your pawn. I have the option of taking here. If I think that's a worthwhile thing to do. Let's see how he handles this. I might not want to take it, because maybe in some line my knight goes somewhere else. But I threaten checkmate. If you play here, I take. If you play here, I can always go here, and it looks like mate is unstoppable. If you play here, I can take, I suspect. If I take with the knight, maybe there's here. There also... I could take this, and then... No, nothing here. I'm trying to look for a way to take this knight, and then make a revealed attack against this bishop. But if I go here... Oh, no, this does work. No, it doesn't. Because he takes with his bishop, and if I go here, he blocks. That doesn't work. Although I do win a pawn at the end. Is there anything better? I don't think I can take. Because I think he goes here. And I don't think I can take, because he takes. Then he goes here. So I'm going to try taking this knight. Now, if you take with a pawn, I think I have a good shot to play this move. Threatening an exchange and the bishop at the same time. She does. I thought he would take with this guy, so that in this position he could play this move. He can still carry on with something like this. I'll need to put my queen somewhere. Maybe he can play here and then here, or he can just play here right away. Maybe this doesn't make too much sense. Oh. He found a move I didn't suspect. Interesting. So here. So I guess he's defended everything. I couldn't find a way to keep pressure on this guy. I mean, I could have gone here, but after this, I'm not ever going to take this pawn. I'm not going to be trading and taking this pawn. That's crazy. So I didn't find a way to win material, which is upsetting. I guess that's life. I'm on this pawn. Wait a minute. I'm going to win a pawn after all. Here, takes, I take. I'm smarter than I thought. I'm threatening to win a pawn, and I didn't even know. I just played normal-looking moves. Oh, what a joy. Sometimes you can play so well it surprises you. Give me that. I think twice. So now we got this passed a pawn. That's really cool. So I'm going to move this bishop out of the way. And we got this guy running up the board. And after I move this away, I can also start threatening to bring my queen in. If you had to take me, I would come in. We'd be defending this. We start pushing this pawn. White needs to come up with something good here. Or he's at serious risk of being in trouble. Okay. I'm going to move. I understand that you're playing a move like this. That's fine. No, doesn't do it. So where do I put my queen? Here? I'm happy with a trade. And I'm controlling this rank. I think I'm getting closer to being able to push this guy. He's probably at some point going to play c5. And potentially this pawn is weak. But it also puts all of these pawns on dark squares. Which is, you know, the same color as the bishops. Okay. This does happen. You know what? I think I will put this bishop on f6. Make him have to worry about this target. He might be able to attack me here. It's very true. He's trying to combine some idea of here and here. I think I safely trade. I put pressure on this guy. If you move, I take. If you go back, that's just fine. Luft or push? I'm going to escape with the king just to make sure there's no back rank issues. I'm going to go to a light square, and I'm going to bring this rook right here. Now, immediately, I am threatening to take this, because after this, you can't take, there's a back rank. But he does get a turn. So let's see if I can sneak my king all the way up. Looks like I get there in time. So, you know, take. And I am threatening to just take this. Even if I get pinned, I can always unpin. So this should just be a winning endgame. Hooray. He goes back. I just keep pushing the pawn. King can't really do anything. My next move is to take here. So it feels like an okay game. But I might do the one thing that makes me feel like I'm the worst chess player of all. Analyze it at the end to see what actually happened. Did we actually play an all right game? Or was this all nonsense the whole time? I can't wait to find out. That's a good move. I guess I have here. Sad for you. Okay. Seeing if there's a cool way to do it. Pushing these guys seems like the straightforward way. Okay. Easy does it. If he goes back, I go up. Got to keep his king out of this square. Now I threaten here. This might be GG. Not yet. Boop. He's going back. That doesn't... It's not optimal yet. But there's some winning move here. Here. King up I got here. Which is... Actually, checkmate. So I think you got to give up the rook or get mated. Look at that. Let's check this one out. 43 move win with the French defense. This is the Steiner variation. So let's see how well we did. This has actually been played in about 200 different games. You see a lot of high-rated opponents. Let's get to learn a little bit of the theory here. I played this top move. The main move by far is this check. If he had done that, I think I would have gone here, continued to develop. Let's see what the main line is. Yeah, I would have started with this. Let's say he plays knight to c3, defending this pawn. You just get developed, you get castled. And then I imagine at some point, you put this knight here, you start to go after this guy. Okay, this is like some normal theory, and black is actually a little bit better, or maybe it's a slightly equal position, but it's something that I guess a lot of players are happy to play as white. Instead, my opponent started with knight to c3. Which is like never played. Everybody in the world would just take this pawn. I was mildly worried that this would happen. I guess there's just knight to b6. And if this happened, there would be queen to b3. This is not a problem because of exactly queen to e7. There's other moves. It looks like knight b4. There's a lot of complicated ways of doing this. Knight b4 is a very complicated move. Both these moves are complicated, but I didn't know any theory, so I didn't enter into all of that, but it's an interesting avenue to pursue for theoreticians out there that want to figure it out. But okay, this has actually kind of been played, but this is a pretty instructive inaccuracy. You are going to end up in a position where you're going to have this isolated D pawn. So I think the one thing you really want to do as white is keep this guy active, where he's going to be able to go to the e5 square. But instead, what happened in the game is my opponent kind of allowed this. This is the mainline theory. Something like this, c6 seems to be played. There's a lot of different theory here, but knight coming to e5 is kind of the main idea. Computer assesses all these things as equal. It's kind of like, will this become a long-term target, or will white be able to get a lot of pressure somehow? There's a lot of attacking points for white, so it puts black under a little bit of pressure, at least early on. What actually ended up happening was the knight went to e2, not as good. From there, I just decided to take this back. I'm doing very well. This move maybe is not most accurate. I don't know. I couldn't quite figure out where this guy goes, so maybe I should just make a safety move instead of doing this. But maybe this is completely fine, because after f3, I have a great position. He goes back. We're playing actually some amazing stuff here. Computer actually focuses on like a trade and reinforcing this knight. But this was the pawn structure I was hoping to get. So far, nothing horrible. Then there was like a kind of a tactical phase around here. I played rook to e8. So far, a truly phenomenal game of chess. This move is great. This move is great. Oh, we're so good. He had to play f4. I did take. Wait, I'm one of the greatest. No way. No way. I'm crazy. All of these moves are like top engine moves. And I just got a winning position. Look at that. All right, I guess I'm happy with this game. It all turned. Look, even that was correct. This is correct. That's acceptable. It's a very acceptable move. So I can't imagine that this got too messed up. We get this target. The king gets here first. We're able to win this pawn, and then it should all just fall apart. What a fun game. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's something you can do if you're playing the French and your opponent plays the Steiner. Let me know what openings you want to see next. You know what? Maybe I'll do it. Subscribe.